This is starting at what we already know. We already know how to do double number lines, yes?
Yes.
Okay, that's a strategy we've already worked at. So we're going to practice with the problem that we've already worked on, and then we're going to move into a new strategy of a table. Do double number lines always work? Are they always efficient? No, and this problem is really going to prove that, okay? So let's start with our double number line first, and let's just look at Noah's recipe for one batch is 4 to 5. So remember, our starting ratio starts at the first tick marks, right? So this is one batch. How do we continue going on our double number line? We skip count. Okay? So we skip count by what on the first number line? 4s, because that's what our first piece of our ratio is. So 8, 12, 20. Oh, hold on. 28. Then 32. Okay. 36 and what?
40.
Okay, and this bottom number line. We can't, well, hold on. Skip count by 5s, because that's this part of our number, our ratio, right?
Yeah.
So we have 10, 15, 20,
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
okay? So we finished our double number line. We may or may not need all of that, but we just filled in the tick marks that we had, right? The next question says, if someone has 36 liters of orange juice and 45 liters of soda, how many batches would that be? So if I write that as a ratio, liters of orange OJ to 45 liters of soda. So I'm looking on my number line for where that is. 36 liters of OJ and 45. Do we agree it's right here?
Yes.
Okay, so then if I'm trying to figure out what batch that is, this is batch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we agree?
Yes.
This is the 9th batch, or 9 batches. Yeah, 9 batches. That means that they made the recipe 9 times. It means they made the recipe 9 times. So now let's look at number 3. Number 3 is not easy for a double number line. I do not want to skip count to 400. Do any of you?
No.
No, thank you. So what we can do is set it up as an equivalent ratio. I know my original ratio is 4 to 5. So I start by writing my starting ratio of 4 to 5. Then I'm going to set up my second part. Well, they told me that it's 400 liters of OJ. What I don't know is this piece right here. I'm trying to solve for how much soda water. Do you agree? Okay, so how do I get from 4 to 400? I multiply by what number? By 10. I can multiply by 10.
And do this in a top?
Yes. So if I multiply this by 10, if I'm making 10 recipes of this sparkling orange juice, what do I have to do to the bottom part, Melanie? Multiply by 10 also, because I want to keep the taste the same. So 5 times 10 is? Is it by 10 or by 100? By 100, right? 4 times 100, that's okay. 4 times 100 And then 5 times 100 would give us 500 liters of soda water. So your answer to this question would be 500 liters of soda water. It's not just 500. We have to label our numbers. Jayrion, did you have a question?
Wait.
Okay.
Can I say how I got the answer?
In just a second, okay? Let's keep going to the next one. If someone uses 455, we're going to try the same process. Liters of soda water, except this time we know the soda water instead of the orange juice. We start with our same starting ratio. That process is the same. Same starting ratio. We set up our other ratio. We know that it is 455 liters of soda water. And we don't know the top yet, right? I don't know off the top of my head what times 5 gives me 455. So I could work backwards. I could do 455 divided by 5, and that gives me 91. That means we're making 91 recipes. So if I multiply the bottom times 91, what do I have to do to the top? Multiply by 91 as well. We have to multiply or divide the same to keep it the same taste. We don't want to change our recipe. So 4 times 91, go ahead and try that now in your calculator. What do we get?
364.
Okay, 364. So I have to officially write that as my answer. 364 liters of orange juice. Okay, that is our official answer. We don't just write a naked number. Why are these two questions that we just did, why would a double number line not be efficient?
Because
Marlakai?
if you don't want to skip count all the way into like 1, 2, it's going to take a long time.
It's going to take us a very long time to skip count, isn't it? Same with a diagram. Could you imagine drawing 91 little circles to represent our recipes? That would take us a long time. Is that the most efficient strategy? Okay, so now we've introduced a new strategy. So this is a new strategy today. Kind of new. We've kind of introduced it a little bit. But where we use these big recipes, we can use equivalent fractions by asking ourselves, what does the known piece, what are we multiplying or dividing by? And then we do the same to the other part of the ratio. Okay, let's take a look at the taco problem. Noah bought 4 tacos for $6. At this rate, how many tacos could he buy for $15? Well, I think we need to figure out how much one taco costs, so we need to find the unit rate. Remember, unit rate, we can do cost over item. And in this case, we're looking at $6 over 4 tacos. How much does each taco cost?
$6.
Each taco, $1.50. $1.50. How did you figure that out?
I divided it.
You divided 6 over 4. So we get $1.50 per one taco, right? Each taco he bought was $1.50.
It shows 1.5, but it's in like money, so...
Okay, that's a great point. So in the calculator, remember it's going to show 1.5, but that's not how we report money, right? We have to add a placeholder 0 and our dollar sign because we're talking about money. We know how we're talking about money. So if I set this up like I did my equivalent ratios up here, I know that one taco costs $1.50. I know that I'm trying to solve for $15 worth of tacos. How many tacos is that? So how do I get from 150 to 15, I'm going to multiply by something. If I don't know what that is, I can do 15 divided by $1.50 to figure out what my multiplier is. What's my multiplier? 15 divided by 150. $1.50. Sam? 10. So I'm multiplying this by 10. What do I have to do to the top of my ratio? Multiply by 10 because we're getting bigger, right? So how many tacos do I buy, can I buy with $15? 10 tacos. Okay? The part 2 of this problem was then they want us to compare rates. Noah could buy each taco for $1.50. We're going to see how much Jada's family paid for tacos. So we're looking for the rate of Jada's tacos. So we still do cost over item. This is for Jada. Cost over item. How much did her tacos cost? $72. And how many tacos did she get for $72? 50 tacos. 72 divided by 50 gives me my unit rate. Cost divided by item. Each taco costs $1.44. So who paid more per taco? 150 for Noah's or 144 for Jada's? What? More. Who paid more? Noah. Okay, so this is the question we're actually answering here. So remember, we're working on those constructed responses. So down here, I would say Jada's tacos were less than Noah's at $1.44 each versus $1.50 each. Okay, so we're really working on those constructed responses of answering the question with words after we show our work. Okay, now what you're going to do is on page 38 is your cool down exit ticket today. You're using this table. This is actually a ratio we've used before with a double number line to answer these 3 questions. Then you may show me, Miss Ballou, or Miss Martinez when she gets here for the other class that you have the work complete, and then you may submit it on Canvas. Questions?